That's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
There is a big problem why I am tucking my t-shirt in the gloves because of this. How unregularly tanned my hand is. This is brighter than this. Because of sports bike, I got into riding, the way they look, the way they sound. Even though it's a cafe racer, I want to have a sports bike feeling. When I was buying this bike first, right, so my parents, they know nothing about motorcycles, and I quite literally had my heart set on this, and this color, this specification, everything like that. When I paid the booking amount, right, and then I had to wait 7 months to get this particular color. And again, idiots. So when I got this, so first thing my father, he asked me how much it was. I said how much it is. The typical thing that all Indian parents say, right? इतने में गाड़ी आ जाती. You think about it now. 4.5 लाख रुपए में कौन सी गाड़ी आती है? No car in today's date comes in 4.5 lakh rupees. New. Formality helmet. Oh, look at the exhaust on that. They had money to get a exhaust like that, but not a good helmet. Not judging, but nowadays 4.5 lakh rupees is just a down payment for a car if you're gonna buy a new one. And in used market as well, the cars which you can get in 4.5 lakh rupees is not something an enthusiast would wanna drive. Swift and all you can get in this price, used, in the used market, not new. My parents telling me that I should have bought a car in this price is just something I believe none of the Indian parents understand. I'm very surprised how useful bar and mirrors are. First I thought it's just for aesthetic purposes, because I really hated this mirrors which comes with the GT. I told my father that this is passion driven purchase, not a utility basis pay purchase, because my father, when he bought a bike, his idea was that the bike should be able to do everything. So after all that, I'm finding it extremely hard for my parents to ask them that I'm gonna buy a new motorcycle, because my heart is kind of set on Aprilia RS 457. First thing, it looks fantastic for what it is. I don't think anything looks as pretty as Aprilia RS 457 in that price point. Even though my parents don't have to pay for it, like I can pay for it myself. Not right now, but you get the idea. I don't want, even this bike, I bought it out of my own money. I did not ask my parents for any money. I told my friends I wanna buy Aprilia RS 457. They said, you already have a motorcycle, right? Don't buy a motorcycle, buy a car. There is not a lot of thrill in a car which I can buy right now. Oh, I think that's an GLA AMG. Let me see. It is actually a GLA AMG. That was fast. I am not gonna speed because I don't want you guys to see me speed. I mean, I never speed, that is what it is. But yeah, I mean, that's fast as bruh. The turning radius is too big on Innova, is it? Yeah, so my father said, oh, it's a 650cc. This will have bad mileage also. You will get 30 as mileage. Then I was like, 30? That is just too much. This does not even give 30. Then there are those people, Yeah, the older colleagues that I have, they were like, इतना माइलेज तो मेरी कार देती है, कार ही ले लेते हैं. Okay, hear me out. I have kind of mixed opinion with exhausts, alright? Even though, like, I have told I love my stock exhaust, alright? It sounds alright. And I have also gotten on my friend's GT. He has a, what do we say that? Mr. Clean. He has gotten this chrome exhaust from Red Rooster, and it sounds amazing. When I revved it and I did this on it, it sounds so satisfying. My stock exhaust can never sound that satisfying. Yeah, sure, dude. Go ahead. 3 people. How can I say no? What the hell is happening? Why are the buses stopping right in the center of the road? There is bus stop right there. Stop there. And the thing with modified exhaust, I mean that exhaust is people can hear you coming. Sometimes in mine, people cannot hear you and they can just, turn right in front of you. So that is something you avoid with a exhaust which has a, little louder character. Like at some point I did wanted to, get a exhaust for myself. Why is he trying so hard? Yeah, so after riding his Red Rooster GT650, I kind of, oh shit, again I closed my visor way too hard. I considered getting a Red Rooster myself. They do sell it like for black ones, and if I don't want it loud, I can just put the DB killer. Was my plan. But after 30 minutes of riding his motorcycle, my ears started ringing. So now I have decided not to spend money on a exhaust, and that kind of makes it illegal also. Not kind of, I mean that makes it illegal, because his was definitely more than 90 dBs, what the legal limit is. What I also did not like about having an exhaust was very constant attention. Who doesn't like attention? But bad attention too, which can attract a lot of challan and random kids asking to rev your engine up. I mean, that's okay, that's wholesome at a time, but I have had an encounter where a kid just revved my engine to like 8,000 RPM. Even I have not revved it that high. This engine is not very rev happy. It doesn't rev as high as some of the sports bikes. That's why I want to get an Aprilia RS 457, this is a long stroke engine, so it does not like to get like revved a lot. I mean, this has a different character. That engine has in 457 has that's also a parallel twin. Character it has is something very, very sports friendly is what I would say. Power figures are similar, but this is 200 kgs, 210 kgs around, and that one is way lighter. So of course, performance wise, that is faster, no doubt. I'm just done at this point with these people. That's why I'm very sure I will never run out of content because of people like these. इससे ज़्यादा pollution और क्या ही हो सकता है. Yeah, that's a cool color of classic. That's definitely a sign of engine problem. Dude, seriously. So how big of an engine size is does not define how fast your motorcycle is. This is a 650cc engine. That doesn't mean it's the fastest motorcycle. So there is like not million. Oh shit, is it a 340i? Oh yes, it's a 340i. I absolutely love this car.
Baby, you got something in your nose.
Even though it makes 47 horsepower, but again it weighs 210 kg plus. Same power if goes to a 170 kg motorcycle. Definitely it's gonna be faster. People who are gonna think ki from a 600cc engine to a 457 engine, it's a downgrade. It's completely wrong. Dude, the S class is so long. Again with my visor, I have to start learning it to close slowly. How many mirrors does this guy has? So in the ORVM, he has 1, 2, 3, 4 mirrors in the mirror. Blind spots are not blind for bro. Nowadays at this point I have actually started to love making these silly motorcycles. Oh, Wellfire. Damn dude, that looks so nice. Yeah, so nowadays I have actually kind of started liking making these silly motorcycle videos. But yeah, hold on, there is some shit happening in my office group. I have to get in on the drama. This is what I hate. I have to tuck my t-shirt in every time I open my gloves. That was fun. See, check out the stability. No tail lamps. You have to guess when it stops. I have reached. I'm hoping at least this video is longer than what I uploaded last time, because yeah, a lot of you asked me for a longer video. The problem is I cannot talk that long. I mean, I'm working on it, but I'm not good at it. Whew, I'm so tired. Okay, see you guys in the next one. Bye.